Hello everybody, my name is Rojo and this is Wizardry VII Crusaders of the Dark Savant. 3 years ago I finished a playthrough of Wizardry VI Bane of the Cosmic Forge, and now it is time for that adventure to continue. The plan was always to import my party from that game into this one and then into 8, so that is what we are going to be doing here today. If you haven't seen my playthrough of 6, do be aware that there will be spoilers for that playthrough in this one, I assume, as this is a direct sequel. So go and check that out if you haven't. Though a sequel was promised in 1991 at the end of Bane of the Cosmic Forge, Wizardry VII didn't come out until 1992. We're going to be playing the DOS version here in DOSBox, not Wizardry VII Gold, because that version is a little bit different and has some issues that this version does not have. I actually picked up a physical copy of the game a year or so ago. The copy I got came with not only the game, but a hint book and some saved games from the previous owner, so that's kind of cool. The hint book in particular could be useful in the future, as I imagine there will be a time when we'll need to refer to it. I haven't done quite as much research for this playthrough as far as the story and all that kind of stuff as I did for Wizardry VI. Most of my research has been revolving more around the mechanics of the game. I may do some separate videos talking about the mechanics of the game or importing characters or anything like that. For now, I think let's just jump into things and check out the intro to the game with musical stylings created by my Roland CM64, which will provide whatever additional music there is for the rest of the playthrough. The east wind cackles among the branches of the trees, a haunting voice from within the surrounding forest. Standing tall against the crisp darkness of the night, you breathe deep, at last freed from the stuffy confines of the great flying machine which brought you here. To the south, a faint glow hovers just above the forest, perhaps the fires of a small village alighting the sky. To the north, only the chilling laughter of the wind breaks the emptiness of vast untamed wilderness. You have been abandoned, hurled into dangerous realms and unknown lands. How good it is to live again. How good indeed. So, the first thing you gotta know with Wizardry, you save the game often and early. Now then, I need to check over my characters and to make sure things have been ported in a desirable fashion. And then we need to tweak these portraits a little bit because they don't look quite right to me. Alrighty, this import looks pretty good. I did redo it a few times just because I wanted to make sure that everybody had at least one spell in every school of magic. And also to make sure we had some key spells like Enchanted Blade, healing on a lot of characters, that kind of thing. We do have a little bit of more inventory management to do here just to show you the gist of how this works. So the interface is all point and click now. We can just bring our stuff over here to equip everything. Figured I would just show you changing a portrait here. There aren't really that many. This one doesn't look very elfy in my opinion, but I guess it's the closest we're gonna get to the portrait for Wizardry VIII that I have in mind for her. So that's what we're gonna go with. We also have this journey map kit. We'll talk about that in a second. And oh my god, would you look at the colors? I can scarcely believe it. Another thing you may have noticed is that the game window is off to the side. We've got a little dot on the right side of the screen there. That is because we have a mini map. It's the same map mod that I was using in Wizardry VI, but it's actually this time around tied to this journey map kit because there is a mapping skill now. And we will be putting points into it in time here. The map kit can actually be used if we come down here and do this. You can do one of these, and there you go. You can see this kind of looks like what's over on the right side of the screen there. So the only real cheat I think that I have enabled here is that we'll be able to use the map in dark rooms. And that's just going to save ourselves a lot of heartache, I think, and help us keep things going. Aside from that, hey, here we are. Lost Guardia. Literally traveling through space, so this is no longer just a fantasy game. Alright, walking through the trees, you suddenly stop. A torrent of thought sweeps past you, dark, haunted images escaping from behind the locked confines of your own mentations. Like a shock, your mind begins to race with the impact of all events that have brought you to this place. Does mankind have a destiny? As in, capital M, the wrestler, mankind? I don't know. Does the universe have a destiny? I don't have a joke for that one. Could it be possible to alter the universe of all that has been before? Or is all that can be to remain all that is? Who is this Dark Savant, this Dark Herald of Change? And what role shall you play? Will your actions assist the approach of a new order within the universe or hasten the onslaught of its own destruction? And how can you be certain of the difference? Well, if the planet blows up, I guess that would probably be an indicator. These thoughts begin to fade as quickly as they appeared, and soon your gaze returns to the forest where you stand. Perhaps somewhere here on this new world lie the answers. And then again, perhaps not. Very insightful. I'm going to save the game again here, I think. All right. One other thing, we do have a world map, which you can see here. So we started, if I bring up my little X, we started, I believe, right around here. So we are a little bit south of a town called Orquir, which is somewhere that we are going to try and get to. I have played through this very beginning section just a little bit to try and get an idea of where to go. I think I'm actually going the wrong way even, which shouldn't be a terrible surprise to anybody. No, maybe not. But yeah, we're going to try and get to that town. There's the road. So I don't think we want to go that way. I think we want to go this way. And even though we are importing with some powerful equipment, absolutely still possible for us to get immediately killed. So lots of saving will be happening. Alright, I'm not going to venture into the woods just yet. Let's just stay on the beaten path and see if we can find our way to the city. This actually looks like it's going to the south. I don't know if I want to go to the south. Oh, there we go. Yeah, actually, there's a city right there. Okay, we're good. We're fine. Unfortunately, there is no music in the game. That is kind of a bummer. Just some ambient audio here and there. No music for just traveling around, that is. Alright, Orquir, City of Glory. Umpani Sovereign. So we saw in the cinematic, or the opening cutscene, I guess you should call it, the Umpani, they're like rhinoceros people. We also saw some nasty people made of spiders. Perhaps we will meet some of both very shortly. As you enter the town, a huge Umpani soldier blockades the street and motions for you to halt. An encounter! This domain is under the jurisdiction of the Umpani Imperium. No one is allowed entry or passage. You must depart immediately or you will be consigned as enemies hostile to the Imperial Umpani Federation. Unless, of course, you are here to enlist as scouts for the Special Tactical Forces. Are you here to enlist? Well, this man has a gun, it would seem. And who are we to make enemies so quickly? Sure. Enlistments may proceed to the recruiting station on the south side of town. If anyone stops you, tell them that you are new recruits. The watchword is victory. Okay, that could be important. We also need to do one more thing that I forgot about. We need to rearrange our party here a little bit. So this is the first three characters, 1, 2, 3, and then the back three characters. Front three characters are the ones that are going to be taking most of the hits, and the ones that need to have close range weapons. So I don't think it matters where Fenpo and Nerb are all that much, but and the same with the back row, really. But I'm just going to do a little bit of this like that. I think that looks pretty good to me. Alright, let's take a look around this town, shall we? Uh-oh. What is this? A fight already? Yes, 2 spirits. These could absolutely kill us. So let's try to not let that happen. Does anybody have Dispel Undead? I actually haven't cast any buffs yet. There we go. Give me a powerful Dispel Undead, please. Everybody else, just fight. Ooh, paralyzed. Okay, we got one of them. That's a start. What if you did a big boy... Actually, you have one of the better weapons. What if you did a spell of some kind? What do you have? Stink Bomb. How about a silence, actually? Give him a silence just in case, and you are a mage, so we may as well have you cast something if possible. Give me a level 2 Dispel Undead. Don't know if that had any effect or not. Spirit is unaffected. I'm trying to conserve some MP here, but not having a whole lot of success. Not sure what else we could cast. Aside from maybe an energy blast. And Give me a bigger Dispel Undead. Ooh, the Spirit is casting Silence. Didn't know they could do that. Guess we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Could try hiding as well to get the double damage. Could also try, you have, I know, some Sparkle Sticks. We could try using some of those. And we might have a potion that we could use as well. Probably not that one. Does anybody have, like, you got Sparkle Sticks too. Well, yeah, why don't you try a Sparkle Stick? Not sure what they do. Well, there you go. We got it. Finally. Got a decent amount of XP for that too. Now let's go ahead and, that's not how you want to do that. I think we want to go... Trying to remember how to cast magic. It might be from there. Oh, crap. Ah, so this is an NPC. NPCs wander around and have their own desires and objectives. Wasn't expecting to run into one quite so soon, but let's talk with this guy. Who do you think talks? I'll have Fenpo do it. I don't know who has the highest personality. There is a diplomacy skill in the game now, so I'm not sure who, if anybody, has any skill. Hello, at ease, soldier. We are new recruits. Well, that's very interesting. Who are you? You are a Tracker Relic Master Scout for the IUF. What are you doing? I searched for the Trang fortifications to exterminate them. What are Trang? Death to the Trang Destroyer of Worlds. Okay. Where are we? Right here, of course. Any heard any rumors? Will you pay 50 gold pieces? Sure. I heard a rumor about Shridus. Who or what is Shridus? Shridus Trang, the leader of all Trang assassins. Ah, I see. Where is Shridus? If we can find him, we will destroy him and all his kind. About... I am asking about Shridus. Very well, Shridus Trang is likely cowering in fear from vengeance of Lurks. We're learning a lot already. I have no idea who that is. Rodan Lurks, Master Tracker under the command of General Yamo. Where is Lurks? Laying a trap for the wretched Trang insects, I hope. Who is Yamo? General Yamo, commander of the IUF. Where is Yamo? He commands the IUF from our base in the jungles of Orquir, which I think is here. Alright. Well, thanks for the information. Yeah, the conversation engine in this game is amusing to play around with. Alright, we could try trading with him. Does he have anything? We'll pool gold on Ulu here. What do you got? Powder and shot and a Walra blade. I don't think we are going to need any of those just yet. So I'm going to leave him be and just get out of here. We could actually try... Oh, you're paralyzed. I think he's the only one who has it. So maybe next time we run into an NPC. Let's actually try and cure this paralysis if we can. How do I cast a spell though? That's one thing that I kind of forget how to do. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. So we're gonna need somebody who has Cure paralysis. Rank 3. There we go. Okay, so that part is sorted out. Now let's do a big old heal wounds on poor Nerb here. And save the game. Alright, well, hey, we met our first NPC. That's interesting. Surveying the occupied city, you had expected to see fallen ruins and crumbling stones. Instead, the Umpani have impressively managed to reconstruct the town after their own fashion, using the same stones that once belonged to this legendary city. How fitting for Orquir to be so reborn, and for the Umpani, what an interesting testament to their underlying nature. The only unspoken nagging question at the back of everyone's mind is, what price glory? What price indeed? So the manual says that the Orquir are a highly militaristic race, and they have the strongest military in the galaxy. At least that's what people say. And they are very well organized. I suppose I can see that. All right, moving right along. Let's take a look. Firing range doesn't seem like where we want to be just yet. How about over here? IUF Barracks. Guarding his post, an Umpani soldier bars your way. No one is permitted beyond this point without proper orders. New recruits are assigned to the special barracks at the south end of town. Leave the premises now. Very well. Oh, I'm trying to. Oh, another encounter. It's this guy again. Well, we could try that spell. I don't know if this is going to get us in trouble or not. Let's try a mind read. Level 3. Witches, huh? Let's ask him about witches. Talk. Fenpo. What do you know about witches? You ask him about witches? Yes. Very well, then it is rumored that horrible witches roam the dark mountains. What mountains? I don't understand. Where are the witches? Where are the mountains? Who are the witches? Well, that's an interesting tidbit of information. Alright. Bye. I am not going to try to steal from this man, and I think if we try to trade, he will have the exact same gear. I don't know exactly when inventories switch out. But there you go. Okay. Moving right along here. So this was the firing range. Let's go further south. I think that's where they said the recruiting station was. The IUF barracks again. We're going to have to listen to these jokers every single time we walk on one of these tiles here. I actually had to tweak the game settings in DOSBox to get the text to scroll like that. Because otherwise it was too fast. Is this also the barracks? Yeah, okay. Also, the map will get better over time. Eventually, as we get more skill, we'll be able to map walls and other map like features like stairs and stuff, I believe. So we'll probably end up remapping some of this eventually. Okay, the IUF headquarters. A large squadron of Umpani armsmen stand at attention in front of the command headquarters. At your approach, one of them immediately steps forward and motions for you to halt. This place is pretty well locked down. We're not going to get anywhere we're not supposed to be by the looks of it. Let's see. What are you doing here? We don't have any papers. We are new recruits. New recruits should import to the... we got you. South. Now there are some spells that we could cast actually to theoretically help us with navigation. Not really, but just for fun, we can try a couple. I think you have one. There you go. Cast a level 1 direction. You can see now we've got this little thing up here. We can also cast some out-of-combat buffs that will help us in combat, like Enchanted Blade and Armor Plate, which make it easier for us to hit enemies and make it harder for us to be hit, respectively. But I'm not expecting to get too much combat going here. Yeah, there we go. Recruiting station. So this is where we want to be. Just exploring the space a little bit. Let's get in here. Upon a wall of the recruitment center, the giant head of a stern-looking Impani armsman, dressed in colorful military regalia, adorns a larger-than-life-size poster over which is printed in bold letters, Duty, Power, Victory, IUF now. The image possesses a striking allure which seems to promise an end to the ordinarily confused and chaotic mess that passes for existence, and only as an afterthought do you reflect upon the possible price of such servitude. The freedom of choice. Just then, a somewhat puffy figure makes his presence known with an intruding snort. It's a great opportunity, you know. Back home, you probably wouldn't even be considered, but there are special exemptions for remote exploratory operations, assuming of course that you are interested in the STF. That is, Special Tactical Forces, scouting operations and the like. Do you want to enlist as scouts for the Imperial Umpani Federation? Sure. My name is Sergeant Ballbreak. As recruits to the STF, you will be given special assignments. The pay is proportional to the task, and you can pick up your orders from me for the time being. You may stay in the NEPS barracks while here in Orquir, the new enlistment's personnel station. Take this letter to Sergeant Kaboom at the supply depot to pick up your issue of IUF gear, and we'll direct you from there. Okay, so we got some stuff. And by the way, welcome to the IUF. Well, thanks a lot, Ballbrack. All right, well, one day on the planet, and we are enlisted in the Umpani army. Is that a good thing? Remains to be seen. We're not getting in there without causing some trouble, which I'm trying to avoid at the moment. Just as we get our bearings here, we were picking all kinds of locks and crap like that in the Bane King's castle. Entering this pallid and stale barracks, it appears that you are its first occupants in quite some time. That's not a good sign. A few straw mats rest upon the hardened floor, a bit uncomfortable, but clean and dry. At least it seems to offer safe shelter for the night. I actually don't think it does. I think we can get attacked here just as easily as we can get attacked anywhere else. Alright, let's take a look over here. Another barracks. What we should actually probably do is, let's cast... It's going to take a little while to get used to this interface. Let's give me a... if somebody has it. I hope somebody has it. I thought somebody did. No, not you. You? There we go. Thank God. Give me a detect secret. This basically, I've read that it gives us a high-level scouting skill. But it can still fail. I don't know if that's true or not, but just in case we come across secrets, this eye should flash or blink or something and notify us that we might want to search the area. Also, if there's an item on the ground, there's a little icon that'll pop up here, and I will probably miss it. So if anybody notices that pop up somewhere suspicious, let me know. Because it could be something cool on the ground, and I would never find it. Alright, Umpani Central Humpaway Hammer. Okay. Mounted to the door is a small gray box. A row of lights on the box blink rhythmically without pattern. Underneath the winking lights, a thin slit serves as inlet. Okay, some kind of card reader, I assume. And this is the barracks again. Okay. So we don't want to be here. We know that much. Yes, you can see our orders. If we don't give him the orders, I believe we get attacked, from what I recall. Okay, so our orders aren't good enough to get in there. We can actually look at them. If we come over here, we can read. Official IUF, proceed to the supply depot and receive standard NEPS issue from Sergeant Kabam. Alright. I think, maybe let's go this way. Another encounter. This guy, again, we don't really need to do anything else with him right at the moment, so we're just gonna cruise over this way a bit. What is here? There's our supply depot. An encounter. May I see your orders? Yes, sir. Standard NEPS issue, huh? Let's see, that's 2 flak vests, 2 short muskets, ammo, and your official IUF, STF, and EP crap. And he's gonna charge me for it. Well, there goes all of our gold. Yeah, I guess. We got all kinds of crap. Proceed over to the firing range where Lieutenant Grummo will instruct you in basic training. He can direct you from there. If you need more ammunition, just come back and see me. Here's your new orders, and we got a new set of orders. Now, I actually want to come back in here, and we're going to sell something, I think. We could talk to this guy. We'll do that later, perhaps. But actually, I need to leave again, because I need to split a stack of something here. Let's see, where are they? Here we go. I think if I forget how to split a stack, merge, there we go. So I think this will be enough for now. I'm just going to sell a few potions so that we can have enough money for what comes next, which is the firing range. We're going to have to pay for that too. I've played up to the firing range and maybe very slightly beyond, but that was a long time ago as I was just testing things out. So yeah, that's we're reaching sort of the limit of my knowledge as far as what exactly to do. I do know slightly more things that I had found out just while I was doing research, but not terribly much. All right, so let's sell some of these resurrection potions here. Oh wow, that's they're worth a lot more than I expected. Yes. Okay, we can see what he has to buy, I guess. Stilettos, Walrus blades. So yeah, these muskets very expensive. So the money that we spent, I don't know about well worth it, but we were given a deal on these items. There's also some flak jackets. We're actually going to equip some of this stuff as soon as we walk out this door here, I think. Because it's better than what we have. If we look at this Queers here, it's -5 AC. But the flak vest, -7. So a little bit better. We'll go ahead and put that on, and we'll put that in the swag bag, and we'll put that right there. And I guess you may as well equip one as well. Seems fine. I don't think a monk can use it, so we don't need to worry about that. And then we've got our 2 muskets and some ammunition for them. And these orders. Proceed to the firing range for basic training with Lieutenant Grummo. Alrighty, so it seems like our next... Whoop. More fights? Yes, more spirits. Spell... Dispel the undead. Spell. Just in case, give me an enchanted blade. You give me a top tier silence. You give me... I don't know that there's really much you're gonna... Oh no, we got a Dispel Undead right here. Give me a big one. What else have we got? Blinding Flashes? Another Silence maybe, just in case. And how about a good old-fashioned Fireball? Yeah, that Terror is going to be a little annoying. And the Silence, unfortunately, did not work. Dispel Undead's not working either. Ooh, we got Stamina Drain. That's not something I expected to happen. Let's do some old-fashioned fighting. Let's see if we can hit him now that we have the Enchanted Blade out. Could also just try running too. Confusion, yeah, we don't want any of that. These things are nasty. And we're just starting the game, although we would have started somewhere else had we made brand new characters, so there is that. Ooh, Gertrude took a bit of a beating there, but that's okay. We can fix this, I think. We just need to come over here. Big old heal wounds, just like that. And she's back in it. So I may do a little bit of resting, I think, real quick as well. Let's go ahead and we'll just save the game. Just for the buffs to come off, or not the buffs, but the debuffs to come off. Now each character actually has their own schedule and their own stuff that they're going to try and do throughout the day. So there's NPCs always moving about. At any rate, I think that's enough for one inaugural episode. When we come back, I think it's time for us to go to the firing range and learn how to shoot a gun.